What is happening, y'all? Welcome on back. We're ready to continue along with the sewers, subterranean shunning grounds. But from here, things are actually going to be pretty easy. So we just make a quick left, right where these dudes are at. Just ignore them. Same as before, we're going to drop down in that hole. And then we're going to head on over here to this pipe that I previously mentioned. Just letting all the rats run. If they gather up, I'll kill them all in like one big swipe, but I'm not really concerned about them. They seem to be moving pretty slow. Now, I don't know if this is still the case in 1.03. You used to be able to actually farm these rats for rune arcs. And the drop rate used to be pretty high, but it seems like they may have taken that away. Because I'm seeing just golden runes. So, anyway, we're going to just follow this pipe along. We're going to start to see a bunch of slugs. Drop down the hole. See, there's nothing back there. And we're just going to follow this path along. Once we get out here, we have a couple of revenants that we can fight. We don't have any of the super big ones, but we will a little bit later. So for now, just kill these ones. Get the stone sword key. And then we're going to open this door. We're going to follow this around. Let's see. Follow path, raise stone sword key. Follow the path of slugs till you can turn left and we're back pre-hole. Okay, this one's the dead end. Slug, 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 slug. And this left right here. This path that has all of these damn slugs. So if we get out and we look over here, you can see there's the hole we fell down. So, continue along. We'll grab the glass shard. Gonna go a little bit further. And there's another hole. So, we're just gonna leave that shiny there as kind of a reference point. Drop again. And it's the same thing as before. We have some revenants to kill. Now, there's a big one that is going to pop up here. We're gonna try and get these little ones out of the way before the big boy shows up. Okay. It should be right around here. There he is. God, those things are terrifying. Every time you fight them, you like almost die. Anyway, pick up all those goodies that we can now snatch up. And then we're gonna head kind of southwest, and you can see there's like a lone revenant over here. That's who we were looking for. Kill him, and then go back through. Kill this one just to get him out of the way. And then as we go up, if we pass the slugs again, I'm not even killing the slugs because they're kind of pointless. But as we go on up, if you look over, you can see there's that loot that was in front of us right when we went down the hole. Go on through. Pick up dried liver. Stuff from the slugs. Continue along. And right up ahead here we have a big boy. We even have enough to like really rock wreck this dude. Just enough to actually get off rot. That's really nice. That was kind of one of the things I wanted to do with this. And we have another big boy. I will say I like that I'm getting bleed off. That's honestly, that's pretty fast considering I'm using two large curved swords. We're actually almost back to a shortcut, which is why there's all these big dudes. Usually, if you would kill all of them, there would have only been that one. But since we did not kill all of them, they're all gathering. Right back here. Actually, no, never mind. There's two are usually up here. I'm surprised they came down. It actually made things kind of easier. Pop this. Figure out what else I want to use. I was thinking about Grave Scythe, which is pretty good. That was Sword Dance, but I have to farm one up. So we opened up that gate before. This is the other gate. So if we were to leave that grace and turn left, we're over here. You can see that's the grate we fell down. I don't know. I just don't think it's getting the job done for me, you know? How much arcane did I need for my rot spell? Let me look. 12 arcane? Yeah, we're gonna end up respecking again. It's just, the sword just doesn't seem worth it. Sword does not seem worth it. I like the idea of doubles, but it's just not getting the job done. Plus, I'd rather have the ability to spell parry or do whatever else I want to at any given time. So we need to drop on down right there. But before we do that, there's like one piece of loot over here. Yeah, Grace Mimic near the bottom. And then right when we drop, we're going to fight a shiny, so. Come on. Here we go. Hit that. Seed down. Like that. You can kill this guy if you want. As we go along, just up ahead, well, so this is where we're going to be going. I'm just going to leave that loot because we're going that way in a moment. After these two, up ahead, you can see a large plant. There's also some basilisks down there, so this area is kind of a pain in the ass. We're going to try and rock grab. Probably pick up the other basic dragon spells, but you can see all those basilisks getting hit, so that's going to make life a little bit easier. They'll all rot out in just a moment. See, do we have any like bombs or anything I could throw at them? Just something to expedite the process. Sure, one of these. There we go. You obviously don't have to kill them all. I'm just doing it because why not? I do like the idea of having the very base dragon breaths on a quality build just so that I can use them per elemental weakness. Get the nomad ashes. They're not very good. The guy does cast frenzy, but he's kind of squishy. I don't think it's a particularly good ashen summon. Okay, so grab this, continue along. Just kind of couple loose enemies around here. Nothing that's too concerning. See a couple more of these. Now we are actually going to come to this door very, very soon. And what I want to point out is there's a hole right here. So I'm going to drop a stone just so that we can see it when we get to that hole. Gonna run along, little jiggle. And we got a big boy. Does he not see me somehow? Okay. I'll take a free backstab. Grab up all this loot. The Omen Baron. It's a little item. It's the same. Makes those like little death shadow things that those guys were doing. So it just gives you basically it's a spell for non-casters. Is it stone? There should be a... It's not coming. Well, anyway, this is a shortcut directly back to the Grace. Now, I'm not going to rest only because I dropped a stone and I want to show that to y'all, but just the fact that we've reached this point, I would typically suggest resting. I mean, it's right there. So, but anyway, after we get that, we're ready to continue along. And we've already kind of been through here once, so you already know the drill. There's a lot of these little dudes that are kind of getting ready to try and ambush. So the same rules apply. Must be ready to attack. And then as you go, keep hitting that lock-on button to try and knock off whoever you can. Alright, once you get up to the top, you can just drop over here. I honestly don't know what that side path is for right there. Because it goes down and it takes you right to this platform, but there's no loot or anything that you get down there. So I think maybe it's like, you know, in the event that you like panic roll off the ledge, you can work around, but yeah, I'm not... It's like even dropping down here, I mean, that's too deep of a drop to survive. We've already seen the gravity, and you can see those dudes from behind, but they're not really a concern. And then there's more little dudes over here that you have to fight, so I'm not exactly sure what the purpose of this portion is, but, you know, I don't know, who knows. Maybe it was cut content or something. Maybe there was supposed to be a secret door there or something like that, and oh no! What, bro? No, that purple glow, he probably dropped a face mask. It's all gone now. I ain't going all the way down there for that. Anyway, we want to continue along though, so pop here. Kick this ladder down. It's that shortcut that we got just a little bit ago. And then we're going to go and yahoo! Okay, so once we are in the hole, that way with the rat, that's the way that we actually want to go. We're going to come back there in a little bit, so I'm just going to drop a stone. That's kind of a reminder. So we're going to run along. And there are a few loots in each direction. Let me check my notes here, because I wrote down exactly where to go. Imps here at the top, drop a left, go room, kick down the ladder. Alright. Alright, open the door and we're back at the Grace. Continue along killing imps until you're up top. And drop left, get the golden rune. I don't even remember picking up a golden rune item. It's probably a mob drop. Kick down the ladder, go into shortcut for dropping, go right and take the upper path for a rune 10 and a smithing 7, and then we return. Oh, there's a bunch of these down here, by the way. Like there's a ton of them. None of them have skills. They're just the kind that refill your flasks up. Rune 10 and smithing 7. It's a rune 8. Maybe it was just a rune 8. Rune 8. Dead end there. There we go. Smithing 7. There's nothing else over here. If you go that way, it just takes you back to that room with all the imps. We're going to continue back down. And just so you don't get confused, we'll drop one right here. So we cleared that way, now we're going to go to this one. Side path for a warming stone and a smithing 8. And an eye of your log as well. There's our smithing 8. Go this way and work our way back. Same rules apply. We cleared it. We're gonna put one there. There's our warming stone. I feel like there's really two optimal or two really good ways to use these stones. Either you use them to mark off paths that have been completed, or you use them to create a breadcrumb trail. The problem with the breadcrumb trail approach is, you know, eventually you're just gonna have stones everywhere, and then you don't know where to follow. So I like to use like one stone as a marker for like, oh, this is where I'm going back to. And then in other instances, I'll just use the stone as a simple, you know, okay, I've cleared this route, I know it's empty. But you gotta find a system that works for you. You know, there's obviously no one solution to this. There we go. This should take me back. Yeah, you can see the dudes popping through the walls right there. I can see I marked that. Not that it's going to matter, but I'll mark this. So I know these tunnels are cleared. And so I'm going to return this way. And this is going to bring me back here. I know that's cleared. I know that's all cleared. And if I go over here and get all the way over to that bend, I can see that very first green stone that I dropped. And I know, okay, this is my path to continue. So as we go along, I hope my stone is still there. We're going to be going that way, but just to show, pick up the golden rune. And right here, if we look down, you can see that green stone I dropped earlier. Dropping down this hole would bring us right back there. Now the funny thing is that this is also going to bring us right there, except the only difference is that it's on the other side of the gate. So, kill this. And up ahead, you can see the hole. Jump over it real fast. Should be a large rat we can kill over here. Hey, get back here. Back here, hey. Hey, you. No good loot. I was hoping for something. And we're just gonna drop. Pick up that. There is that shortcut door. It doesn't matter, you can open it if you want. It's always good to have a shortcut, right? And then we go into here. And we're going to take the ladder on down. Alright, and we have a bunch of pots in this room, so obviously this is, we want to kill the big ones first. Once we get all those, we ride the elevator, and we're home free. Okay, I'm gonna take off, I don't need you for the time being. I will put on, what is it at? There it is, Mark Shackle, put that on. Go ahead and hit that grace, rest on up, spend your runes, all that stuff. Okay, go, pump that. I'm at the point I really want to start pumping to where I can take off my sword seal. Because the thing is, sword seal is great early on, but the higher we go and that better armor we get, the more those resistances are going to hurt us. So I'm trying to work towards not needing it. I mean, some on hybrid builds to hit certain soft caps, it's still good, but for PvP, you really don't want it. But anyway, head on in here. This is going to be Mohg. Mohg is also the Lord of Blood, but we fight like an illusionary form of him down here. Honestly, this fight's not too bad. You're probably going to just absolutely slaughter the shit out of this guy. Bring us someone along, use, you know, Mimic, whoever you want. It doesn't really matter. We're going to be holding him down with Mohg Shackle, and that's going to be that. I'll pull out Tish just because we did Aga last time. He's going to throw blood. That is, you just, you know, hide behind a pillar or roll through it. And this fight in particular, just because of the Mohg Shackle, I mean, shit, you can see what Tish is already doing. So we pop Mohg Shackle, and he gets pinned down to the ground, and we can get off some full attack. And we can use Mohg Shackle again. You can see how just like standing behind the pillar, I'm able to avoid like most of his bullshit. Obviously, when he's doing all that, don't stand under the blood rain. That's not a good idea. But yeah, he should go down without any issue. I mean, yeah. So we get the trophy, of course, for killing him. We get Blood Flame Talons, which unfortunately are not a really good spell. I've tried them in PvP, tried them in PvE. The Blood Flame stuff, like, it just doesn't get the job done, man. I really wish it were better, but sadly, it's just not. Erdtree Favor +1. Obviously, if you're using Erdtree Favor, this is just a straight upgrade. More equip load, more health, more stamina. No reason to not put it on. Alright. How are we looking on time? We gotta do the Frenzy Palace and the Path to the Snowy Land. We're at, what, 20 minutes? We have one episode worth of stuff. Well, no, there's the Depths 2.0 as well. And I also want to respec away some of this crap. Hit this. This is gonna lower this down. We'll work our way towards a little bit. We'll get the loots and then do the drops and whatnot, and then explain the rest in a follow-up part. So when you get down here initially, I'd suggest just taking the path itself. And every time you see one of these dudes, don't kill them immediately, because we can use them to help us get extra loot. So we need to lure them on over to do their frenzy thing and blow up these tents to help us get loot. Hey buddy, look, I'm over here. Come on. You better get me. You better chase me. Coming? Come on. Let's go. Get with the program, man. Almost there. A little bit closer. There we go. Jesus. The Nomadic Fury merchant set, which is actually pretty fucked up. So you remember all those merchants that a couple of y'all have been going around murdering just to have the loot gathered? Well, you're about to have your hearts break. What's that? There's that merchant set. The merchants once thrived as the Great Caravan, but after being accused of heretical beliefs, their entire clan was rounded up and buried far underground. They then chanted a curse of despair and summoned the flame of frenzy. Every single one of these bodies used to be a merchant, and so the merchants that we meet out in the world selling us stuff, they're basically the only ones that escaped it, like a roundup and purging. And then a couple of y'all went around killing them just to get a ball bearing. You should be ashamed of yourselves. But anyway, continuing on, same thing. We're just going to keep following this path. There's a couple more instances like that. And we got a guy right here, same thing. Let's get him to do his little flame thing. Doing that, we're going to get the Eye of your Log. Obviously, you want to avoid trying to get hit by this. It's a little hard, but it does hurt. So avoid that if at all possible. Okay, go down this little walkway here. Pick up the Golden Rune 11. And we want to drop. Just line up the path. Ooh, a little sketchy. Frenzied Cookbook. Little Ember. And the Hefty Beast Bone. Now, before we do this next part, I'm actually going to warp back to the cathedral. I wanted to go through, get all my loots and whatnot. I'm going to use up every single rune I can. There's a very real possibility you're about to die multiple times here. Not because you can't fight what we're up against, but because we're going to be doing, we're going to be dropping down a cliff, and gravity is the strongest enemy in all of this game, so. There we go. Basically, you don't want to be worried about getting runes. The other alternative, of course, you could put the Twiggy Cracked Flask on, just to make sure you're not losing anything. But it's good to come back, because now I can show you all the fast route to do this. So, let me check my notes here. Erdtree 1 altar, Yellow Ember, Golden Runes, Frenzy Cookbook, Yellow Ember, Beast Bone, Talisman. Let's put that on as well. We probably won't need it, but it won't hurt to have on. No, actually, I know we won't need it. Well, you can put it on if it makes y'all feel safe. So, from the very start, you're going to go right down on this beam. And you're going to drop. And then you're going to drop again. And then right here, next to this merchant, you're just going to walk off the ledge. And then we need to get to that middle one. So from here, just do a roll. Now, you want to be at a medium equipment load. If you're at a heavy equipment load or a light equipment load, you might not hit these same rolls. Be right at the back of it. We're gonna roll again. Oh, nope, went too far. See, this is why I said use up your runes, because there's a good chance you're gonna die a couple times. That's okay. That's okay. Death while rolling is gonna be inevitable. But yeah, we did this for about 15-20 minutes on stream, and I think roll, jump is the best strategy to get the loot and get to the bottom. Because there's a path you can take down, but the path that we're going is the one that has the loots. And obviously, you know, what's the point of going down if we're not getting the loots on the way? So, once again, we're gonna walk. Oh, nope. And there we go. See? That's how I messed up my walk. I'm just gonna jump to that first one. I was like, in my head when I was setting this up, I was like, well, are they gonna be able to jump to it? Y'all are just gonna see how I do this shit. I'm going to... I think I'm going... It's like one of those things where you go overly slow and then you end up messing up. Okay, and roll. Oh, come on. No, wrong angle. Damn, man, I'm just a mess right now. But yeah, from that first one, we roll forward, we roll back, we hop, and we're done. But anyway, I mean, it might take a couple tries. It just feels bad because I practiced it on stream to where I could do it without missing a beat. And of course, now I'm just a mess. Actually, hang on, what are we? We're still at medium load. I was about to say, I'm like, I did lose my great rune. I got to make sure I'm not fat rolling all of a sudden, because that would throw things off. No! Oh my god. You know what? We're just gonna go back to square one. Y'all never saw me fall. It's okay. I'm the master of gravity, and this time for real, I'm gonna show you the way. I'm gonna do the jump trick. There we go. Now we're looking good. Roll. Jump, but rolls was consistent. Not rolling. There we go. Then we gotta hop down to this one. This one's too short to really... No, I did a neutral jump! Oh my god! Well, those are the three. That's what we're aiming for. You get to that third one. Once you get there, you're done. That's it. You just gotta get down there. Now this one section of the walkthrough is going to single-handedly have more deaths than the entire remainder of the series. I'm just going to start jumping. I know this sounds like a cop-out, but I feel like I'm not getting those crispy rolls on my PlayStation controller that I was getting on PC. That's right, I'm blaming it's PlayStation's controller's fault that I'm not making these jumps. There we go. Oh, it took way longer than it should have. But yeah, inescapable frenzy, yellow ember. Over here, we need to lure a dude. This is the best shield in the game. Fingerprint stone shield. Punch this guy to get his attention. And then just hang out like over here. It should be good. He'll come over here and break this open for us. That's the note about the McKella needle, which is honestly irrelevant. Let me go down here, we grab this. And then from here we're set. So just drop. Flow's gonna collapse. We'll land just fine at the bottom. And now we are set. So that rolling took significantly longer than I would have liked to, but regardless, we've made it down here. Now you're safe to pop a rune arc again, get all your stats back. But we're going to wrap things up here. We're going to talk pretty in depth about one of the frenzy endings in the next part, and then we're going to make our way to a part of the depths we haven't been, via a shortcut that is where we're at right now, and then the path over to the Forbidden Lands and a Divine Tower and a boss fight and a bunch of little things. Prepping us up for the snowy region. So either way, stay tuned and we will have more coming your way in just a little bit.